over the last several years here on the channel, we've taken a look at quite a few different pairs of pants, outdoor pants, tactical pants, whatever you want to call them. And I have flip-flopped back and forth between several favorites over the years. But one thing we haven't done is look at any jeans. So in this video, we're going to take a look at my absolute favorite jeans that I've come to through a process of elimination, and I'll explain that to you real quickly, and I'll tell you why these are my favorite jeans now, and what I really like about them, and what I think you'll like about them too. And these are the 511 Defender Flex straight jeans. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for trustworthy information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness for regular folks. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me. And as I said, we're gonna look at my jeans today. Before we do that, here's a quick word from the sponsors for this video, the folks at Sportsman's Guide. This video is sponsored by my friends at Sportsman's Guide, where I have been a Buyers Club member for many years now. I think I first joined when Obama got elected president. But Sportsman's Guide has quality gear from the brands you trust, like Vortex, 10 Point, Danner, Mountain Hardware, and many, many others. They have a full line of Vortex optics. And they have all, not just outdoor hunting type gear, they have camping gear and outdoor furniture and all kinds of stuff. And as a Buyers Club member, you can save 10% on most items and 5% on ammo, get free shipping on orders over 49 bucks. And Buyers Club members can use 4 pay options on purchases over 150 bucks. Split it into 4 interest-free installments just to help ease your pocketbook a little bit. Makes it easy to afford new gear and new things that go bang and all kinds of other things. So, and if you use the link and the coupon code in the video description below, you can save a couple of bucks on your purchase. So thanks again to the folks at Sportsman's Guide for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so we're back. As I said, we're going to talk about real quickly why I decided to find what I consider so far the perfect pair of jeans. You know, I've been wearing True Spec pants for a while. You've seen those on the channel. Outdoors when I'm camping or whatever, I think that's great. But in every day-to-day, my day-to-day life, I really prefer to wear jeans because they don't draw any attention. They don't look like you're all tactical and you got maybe weapons and all that. And they're just, you blend in better, and they just look more normal anyway. So I was looking for a pair of jeans that are at least as comfortable and do as good a job as some of the tactical pants I've been wearing. And some of the requirements I have are, first, they need to have a little bit of stretch to them, right? Because just for comfort, right? I spend a lot of time driving in my truck, so I'm sitting down a lot. I need a little stretch there. I'm moving, I'm active sometimes. Then the stretch is good. And sometimes really non-stretchy jeans are very restrictive. So, so that was my first requirement. They need to have some stretch. Second requirement is they need to have enough support to support a concealed carry pistol. I mean, I'm wearing a belt, but they need to have enough belt loops in the right place to kind of help that support, so there's not a lot of sag in between there. And the third requirement, which this is my requirement, it may not be yours, but I need to have enough room in the legs to cover up an ankle holster on one leg and an ankle med kit on the other. And that has been, honestly, that's been the biggest challenge to me. So what I thought we'd do is, just instead of me rambling on here, I'm gonna take you back to the old my tabletop there with the virtual green screen behind me. Somebody will get that. And kind of show you some jeans that I thought were gonna work, that sort of maybe worked, and then explain why they didn't. And I'll show you why these did work and why I like these so much. And maybe you'll like them too. Maybe it'll be helpful to you. So let's do that. So one requirement I didn't tell you was it can't be Levi's. It can't be a Levi's product, because years ago, when my oldest son was in Scouts and I was a Scoutmaster, Levi's withdrew their support from the Boy Scouts of America. It was some sort of political issue based upon sexual orientation or something like that, whatever, but they withdrew their financial support from the Boy Scouts, so I withdrew my financial support from Levi, and I have not bought a pair of Levi's since that time. So, again, had some requirements for jeans, and yeah, honestly, I had a little bit of trouble finding meeting those requirements. So the first the problem now is really difficult to find anything that's not skinny jeans. Everybody's wearing skinny jeans or tight-legged jeans and whatnot, and that's not going to work for wearing an ankle holster or wearing an ankle med kit. Looks like you got a couple of squirrels fighting around your ankles. So try to find boot-cut jeans. I found this pair. I tried some Lee, but they just didn't. The boot cut was not big enough. So I got the Wranglers here, and these Wranglers were cheap. They're like 16 bucks on Amazon. So pretty good price there. And what I found with these was, though, they got different colors and different finishes. apparently they're not made consistently to the same size, because some of the pairs I bought had enough space in the legs that they covered my ankle stuff up without really being extremely, I mean, if you're paying attention, you can see a little bulge here or there, but they pretty much didn't look like they're stretched around something. And some of them, they're fit so tight around my ankles that obviously I had something in there. There was no flex in there, so couldn't be consistent with them. They were very inexpensive, but they also didn't seem to last very long, and they just you see this one's kind of, they just kind of started wearing out pretty quickly. But they're $15 or $16, so, but they didn't quite make me happy with that. So then I spent a little more money. I know you tuned in to look at the 511s, but I'm trying to show you a comparison between them. So we'll get to them in just a second, I promise. And I bought some cinch jeans. Now, problem with these is, this is the cinch Carters. And these actually did have enough flare that and they're heavy enough that they absolutely don't show. But they also are supposed to be stretched, and there's not very much stretch in them at all. And they keep changing their design, so now you can't find the Carters. You find the Carter 2.0s, and say they're improved with a little less flare in the legs to fit your boots better. So I bought a pair of those. These things are like $60, but I bought a pair, and they look like they grip around my ankles, and so they're going. Now let's get to the 511s. I got the 511s. And we'll take a look in a minute. Again, as you can see, I don't know if you can notice anything around, it didn't look like I had anything fighting around my ankle a minute ago when you saw at the very beginning. To be fair, like, they're not super flared. You can definitely see a little bit of something around my ankle if you're paying attention, but there's enough gap in there, enough excess in there. They kind of just don't look like they're tight around something. So I like these. So what I thought I would do, I'm wearing them now. I'll kind of show you that in a minute, but I'm gonna show you the features of these things first, and just kind of go over that front, top to bottom, and then I'll show you kind of a couple things while I'm wearing them that I like, and we'll wrap this up because I've already rambled enough, right? So here are the 511 Defender Flex jeans, and it's the back pocket. See, it's got a little 511 tag there. So let's just start at the waistline and work our way down. So first of all, there is a 511 branded button top, what they're calling a YKK locking zipper. I don't know what they mean by that locking zipper, but it's got a really nice zipper back, whatever you call that thing, back of the fly there. Wide enough so that it doesn't, stuff doesn't get caught in the zipper there. We'll say it that way. The pockets are wide, regular jeans pockets, and they come down to about this far, so they're about that big, which is pretty cool. If you look at the inside of the pockets, they're very, very well made and very pretty roomy in there. And these pockets are made of nylon 6 reinforced front hand pockets. And another thing that's really cool is this pocket here. The watch pocket is deep. It's deeper than my fingers are long. In fact, it's deep enough to carry my Emerson CQC7 all the way in the pocket. Like you can see, it fits all the way down in there. So you can carry that. A 10-round magazine will fit in there. Or if you just something you want to stick in there and not get lost, it won't fall out. Like sometimes if you put something in a watch pocket like that, or coin pocket they call it, and you're sitting down, if it's too small, it'll work its way out. So that's pretty cool there. They have rivets reinforcing at the corners of these pockets. They have bar tacking reinforcement in a couple places down here where the pockets meet the side, so they're not just flopping around inside there. They stay in. Really nice wide belt loops. This will take a 2-inch belt. And these belt loops are reinforced. Now, if you look right here, every one of these has another little loop there. You see my little finger in there? I called 511 to ask customer service if that was a feature of what it was. It's just a reinforcement to make this belt loop stronger because they got it doubled down and then sewn there, sewn really strong there. I think that's just to make it stronger. But you could click a carabiner through there to put your keys on, or you could thread a rat's tourniquet through there if you wanted a way to carry a rat's tourniquet with you, and it would keep it in place, and you just tuck the loop under your belt. So that's my little quick idea. I don't know how good it is or not, but what I also like about it is there are 8 belt loops altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the back has a double belt loop, which gives you a little extra support back there and keeps everything up. On the back side here, they have some nice big regular patch jean pockets, right, like so. But they also have these little extra pockets here. It's 511 special pocket, and there's enough room in there. You can carry an AR mag like so. You can carry all kinds of stuff in there. And I'll show you what I do with mine in just a minute. And then the bottom of the pants, the bottom of the legs, you see it's not really flared, but it has enough width that it kind of just wrinkles up enough to where it really doesn't look like there's a squirrel around your ankle if you're wearing something around your ankle. And I'll show you that in a minute. So the fabric is what's called mechanical stretch fabric. It's 10-ounce fabric. It's 76% cotton, 24% polyester. And mechanical stretch, I believe, means that it's not, the threads are not stretch. It's just the way they're woven. It gives a little stretch in there. And that's just enough give to where it is extremely comfortable. If you're running, you're jumping, you're climbing, you're doing all that active stuff, it gives you enough flex in there, so it's not uncomfortable. And then on the inside, there are more, that's more reinforcement for the belt loops, okay? So, I mean, it's got extra reinforcement there on all the belt loops. These things are really, really well made. The pockets have the double stitching here. Again, more reinforcement there, so you're not just looking at one line of stitching to protect your pocket if you put stuff in there. I think they did a really good job on these. That being said, these are MSRP of $75, so they're not super cheap, but they are absolutely very, very, very well made and very comfortable. So now let me just change your perspective a little bit. I'll show you the ones I'm wearing and kind of a couple things I really like about it and why these have really become my absolute go-to jeans. Okay, pardon my need for spring cleaning here, but it's not quite spring yet. But here's my ankles here, and you can see, you know, if you're paying close attention, looking for something, you can see there's a little bulge here because that's where my tourniquet is on that side. This is my ankle kit. This is a pretty big ankle kit to wear under a pair of pants. I get that. It's got enough bag to it. I think it kind of just it's not super noticeable. And on the other side, got the Glock 26, and again, it's just loose enough where it doesn't snag on it. And so unless you're really looking, you're not going to notice it, I don't think. I mean, if you're looking for it, sure, you'll notice it, but most people are not. It just looks like my pants are kind of baggy right there. So I like that a lot. Now let's take a look at my waist. You have to pardon my little hangover I got going on here. I got a little hangover going on, that's okay. So if you're in your 60s, you're allowed to have that. So first of all, I'm wearing, by the way, my Core Essentials belt, one of the two belts that I wear all the time, the other one being a click belt. And one thing I really like about the belt loop spacing on these, if you want to carry appendix and you use one of those double front holsters, there's room between the belt loops here for that. Just move your buckle over here somewhere. If you want to carry here, and this is really appendix, then it's you can carry on this side. I carry right here at 330, about 330, and the belt loops are perfectly spaced to support my belt better right there. And for me, I especially like it because I'm using a hog holster, which has the ulti-clip that clips to your pants, and the belt just provides support for your pants. And look, I don't want to hear it if you say it's supposed to go around your belt, that thing's no good. This holster, this hog holster, has been through multiple pistol and rifle classes, rolling around on the ground. My pistols never come out and my holsters never come off. This thing is a really, really good design. So if you don't like it, I don't care. It's because I like it a lot. Then on the other side, I've got my Blue Force Gear 10-speed double mag pouch, and I've got it a little farther forward so I can reach it with my right hand if I need to. And this particular belt loop, you can't see it, but it's between the loops on the mag pouch. So the mag pouch doesn't slide around at all, and it's the perfect place for me. Which means that if I put my flashlight, I usually keep my stiletto flashlight, I used to keep it right here. Two issues with that. First of all, when I would get out of the car, sometimes it would snag on my seatbelt, and I broke one that way, maybe even broke two that way. And second, when I start carrying my mag pouch here, then it's kind of in the way. So and I was hitting the button a lot when I put my hand in to get my wallet. So that's what I use the little mag pouch back here for. Clips right on there. It's got my flashlight really handy, but it's out of the way and doesn't get in my way when I want to stick my hand in my pocket. Same thing with the knife. I used to carry my knife here, but every time I stick my hand in my pocket, I'm scrubbing my knife with my hand. So it's just not comfortable. This pocket's deep enough here. I can put it all the way in, and then when I put my hand in my pocket, I still got the clip there, but it's not nearly as big. You don't feel it, so I like that. It's got the 2 belt loops back here, which gives you really good support for the belt. And it fits really well. And it's these things are, very, very comfortable. They got really good stretch to them, just enough. So there you go. Cover my hangover back up now. So that was a hopefully not too rambling look at my new favorite jeans, the 511 Defender Flex straight jeans, and maybe an explanation of why these are my favorite jeans now, and a little bit about the process that I went to them. Now, if you don't wear stuff on your ankles, you might have a little easier time finding the perfect pair of jeans for you. But even if you don't, the other benefits of these things, just the flex alone makes them so very comfortable that man, I love these jeans. And let me be real clear about this. Okay, they're not paying me. I don't have an affiliate link for these jeans anywhere. I'm not making it. I bought these with my own money, and I like them so much. I bought a couple of other pairs. So, I think they'll last me a long time. I know they're not cheap, but I have to wear them every day, so that works for me. And they do everything I need them to do, right? They're comfortable, they're flexible, the pockets work, the support for firearms work, the legs work. They don't really look like I've got squirrels fighting around my ankles, and they're really, really, really well made. So that's the 511 Defender Flex jeans. I hope this has been somewhat helpful. If you're looking for a great pair of jeans, I encourage you to check them out. They're not cheap, but they're definitely really, really well made. And I really sincerely appreciate you watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.